21st century digital boy. I don't know how to live, but I got a lot of toys.
750 here, Big 550 KTRS. There you go.
There's nothing more a man could do. Don't get your bollocks in a twist. Settle down, don't take a fit. You drank with demons straight from hell. You almost nearly won as well. You wiped the floor with victory. Then puked until you fell asleep.
There you go. 750 here, Big 550 KTRS. Quickly, let me tell you about John Beal Roofing. You need roofing, you got any issues, you got a storm coming in, and you get some shingles blown off the roof. It's happened in my neighborhood the last couple of weeks. You wake up, and there's some shingles that are missing. You don't know what to do. You call John Beal Roofing, right? John Beal will help you out. Do you call your insurance company? Do you call Call John Beal first. He'll work with your insurance company. Maybe your deductible is too high. It doesn't make sense to call your insurance company. Well, once you start down that path, you want someone who can help. Call John Beal first. They'll help you. Fully licensed, fully insured. They'll give you the best price in town. They guarantee that. If you can find anybody who'll get you a better price, they'll give you $100. They've never given away $100. They also come from a long line of satisfied customers. Go to their website, johnbealroofing.com, to see their satisfied customers. And Owens Corning, a big roofing manufacturer, just gave them all sorts of awards. So any roofing issues you have, you want to trust a St. Louis company, John Beal or johnbealroofing.com. Good morning. Larry Stenneback from First Rule.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
We're
Hi.
great. What do you have today?
I have the piece of consumer technology right now that every geek out there wants.
Every geek is freaking out over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're sold out everywhere. They've been sold out for about a week and a half since they've been released. And it's the new Nintendo console. We talked about it coming out. The new Nintendo Switch is what it's called.
All right.
And actually what I have on the screen right now for us is the new Legend of Zelda. And actually, you might remember the Legend of Zelda is a pretty popular game. Actually, the first game came out in 1986, so we're now in its 31st year. And this particular one's being kind of heralded as a masterpiece already. It's a kind of an instant classic, and it is absolutely phenomenal. So it's one of those things. The new Nintendo's $299 if you can find it.
Okay.
And I imagine for Christmas, actually, it's going to be one of the big top sellers.
Well, why did it come out in March?
That's a really good question. I imagine it was a differentiation thing. They didn't want to be because 50% of all video games things are sold in Christmas.
Right.
So it is a good question, but that also allows them to work out supply line issues and things like that by Christmas, and it's already going to probably be cheaper. So it is like your normal. For those of you listening on the radio, it's a little box. You've got a controller.
The box is really tiny.
It is,
It
but
is.
let me. This is where the little gimmick, the thing that's interesting, comes into play. So you've got a normal controller, just looks like a normal controller.
Right.
But your normal controller can pop apart.
Yes.
So that each side is independent. And now if we had a little simple multiplayer game, I could, let's say, hand Kelly one of these halves of the controller. I could take the other half, and then we could both play a little simple game in multiplayer together. But here's really the fun thing. While the thing's running, I lift out essentially a very high-powered tablet that is actually running the entire game. And it immediately went from our large screen television that would be in our living room to the actual tablet. And then what I'm able to do is take these controllers,
Clever.
pop it right in the side, and now all of a sudden I've got a fully featured console that I can take with me on the road that has hours of battery life, and it has built-in kickstands so that if you want to set it here, you can set it there. It's really a phenomenal little device.
And there's nothing like that out there now where you can.
What kind of games are you going to get with this Nintendo Switch?
smaller
That's
than a
really
tablet.
what some of the advantages. Instead of like a phone game that you might have on your iPhone or something like that, this actually has fully developed, full graphics, as you can see, full high definition video games. And so it'd be like the ones on your Xbox, the exact equivalent. But except they're on a little Switch console that you can take with you on the road. You can take with you anywhere you want to go. And when you're home, when you want for a little bit more, higher resolution, a little bit bigger screen experience, you literally just take the tablet, you dock it with the dock, and instantly it's on the television, and you're able to dock your little controllers.
And
with
all of this included the mobile is $299.
It's $299, which really is inexpensive for
seems
what it
very
is.
reasonable.
How much are the games?
The games are where they get you. They're $50 to $60 a piece for the game cartridges, and they come on little SD cards. Now, one of the funny things that's been taking the internet by storm, and let's not test this here, is that Nintendo knows that kids can play their game.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey, well, it's fine.
And it survives. And it survives coffee.
But
I grabbed that.
well, Nintendo
Oh,
knows
geez.
that basically kids are using their games, so they made the cartridges taste so bad that if you try to taste one of the game cartridges, you immediately want to spit it out because it's so vile. So
Really?
yeah. So they've coated it basically in a with basically something that tastes absolutely awful. So you can
guess
look
that
on,
makes sense.
If you look on YouTube, you can see a lot of reaction videos of people testing, trying to see how bad it tastes.
Right.
And
So
they're hilarious.
So this is now what's going on with Nintendo, because they seem to they had the Pokemon Go. I thought Nintendo
Right.
was in trouble. It seems like
Well, you know, at the last, I'll be honest, I haven't bought a Nintendo console for over a decade.
Right.
Until this one. And so I think they finally started kind of turning a corner. They've also done the work with iPhone, and they made Mario on the iPhone, which is something that, again, we never thought they'd do, which is license their first-party brands to third parties, but they're starting to.
yeah. And you're saying so this comes with full games, Madden football and baseball and everything
Just
else.
like your Xbox or PlayStation or anything else, but you can take it on a tablet, snap on some controllers, and take it with you.
And it's called
The Nintendo Switch.
the Nintendo Switch, which you cannot find anywhere.
You know, it's Best Buy, Target, everywhere. They're trying to get them back in stock as fast as they can. I imagine you'll start seeing stock here in the next week or so start arriving.
$2.99.
But it's a pretty neat little thing.
Are you a Zelda fan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I remember playing Zelda back in 1986.
Can you play war games? I'd like to play Global
Well, I'm not
Nuclear
sure
War.
if Matthew Broderick is around, but we'll have to call him.
I remember that movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
It was a
solid
good movie.
yeah.
War games.
Would you like to play a game?
The answer to that's no. No.
Joshua, stop playing. All right, Larry Stenneback with First Rule, blowing our minds again with the new Nintendo Switch, $299. Do they have Guitar Hero on that thing?
I don't think so yet, but I mean, it's inevitable,
It's
isn't
inevitable.
it? Sadly.
Larry, thanks for coming in. And Kelly Jackson is doing a
I
wonderful
almost
job
ruined the game.
ruining the $299 Nintendo Switch. By the way, it is coffee safe.
As long as you pick it up fast enough.
As long as the coffee on the countertop doesn't touch the Nintendo Switch. 750.